Okay, so hi and welcome. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. How are you? Fine?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. And you?
Thank you. Thank you. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, okay.
We are also good.
So basically, you face a problem. Okay, for that I also guide you about this problem. So,
Yeah.
so in this time, okay. So what's the problem you face?
Yeah.
Okay, cannot hear you.
The transpiration. And I tried that to, I don't know, when I clicked the run, nothing is working. I mean that nothing is changeable. I also sent you the code.
Okay,
And
just I simply open this code and then try to show you. Okay, just I simply open my this code.
mhm.
So share the screen. Okay. So in this time, in here, you will share the evapotranspiration.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and you face the problem. So what's the problem you
Yeah.
face? Okay, just I simply
Yeah, of course. My first question was that, yeah, when we want to estimate the evapotranspiration, is it give us special amount of evapotranspiration? I'll give us some other parameters like wind speed, temperature. What is the result? And the second, why it's not working
okay. So
in
in this
this
time,
code?
can you share your asset? So in this time, I cannot access your asset. Okay, you can see I
Yeah,
simply so you can simply share it. Just anyone can read. Anyone can read. Then it will be okay.
okay. I will share it. Mhm. No, it's
So is it the whole region of Afghanistan?
yeah, not for a whole region. I selected like for one river basins.
Okay, okay. Then
Uh,
simply give me the asset. Then I can easily access your boundary.
yeah,
Just simply go to the asset tab and click on your boundary shape file.
yeah, like this.
Click
This
on
ship
here,
file,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, click. And then
Hillman
click to the
river
share
basins
button.
ship file.
Click to the share button. You can see the share.
Share,
And then click anyone can read. Anyone can read.
what?
Anyone can read. Click on here. You can see the anyone can read. This
Yeah,
option, simply select and
yeah.
run. Done. Click to the done. Okay, so now it's okay. Now I can easily access your code. So I run the code again. Not working. Okay. So in this time, okay, so AFG. AFG. So AFG is a first, yeah, first one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Click on here.
Yeah, before I send it the AFG for you, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So just simply, okay. So it's in this time you can send the code, this code, including this boundary shape file. So that's why in this time when I run the code, it's showing that this asset is not available. So you can see here in this time it will work. Yeah. So now it's work. Okay. Just I simply share my screen now and then try to show you the code.
Yeah. Can I stop this sharing?
Yeah. Now can you stop? No. Okay. So now can you see my screen?
Yeah, yeah, it's visible.
So in this time, here you can see, first of all, you can simply import your data set. So basically, it's the evapotranspiration data set from the Modis. And you
Yes.
can use the data set for the region of interest, for the whole region of interest. And its resolution is the 500 meter. And first of all, we have to check about the data set availability. From the year of 2001 to present time, we can access the data set. Okay. So
yeah, sorry,
okay,
it's 00 mean present time, yeah.
so in this time here you can see here, you can, okay, so you some mistake in here, you can say it's a simply write the code again. So first of all, in this time image collection, so after it will be okay, you can simply put your specific time period, just as filter date. Suppose in this year of 2010, suppose 1st January, from year of 2000, suppose 12, suppose December
Yeah.
31. So this is my time period. This time period I need the data set, and you have to select the specific band, which band you want to work. So in this time you want to work for that evapotranspiration or ET band. You can see the ET. Suppose you want to measurement the total evapotranspiration. So just simply copy this band name. It's a band name ET. Simply copy and then use a select function and paste this band name. Okay. So in this time, what happened, you can see, in this time I simply check how many images is available. Okay, so it's showing the 0. Why? You can see the mode. Okay, so filter. Okay, so mode is okay. So in this time, this image collection is stored in a variable AAET. Okay, then check again. Okay, so just I put here the time period, suppose. Okay. Just I simply copy the collection from here and paste. Okay, and from our filter date specific time period and select ET. So now let's check how many images. Okay, suppose I simply put here the year of 2000, suppose 20. Now check how many images. Okay, so it's showing the 0. Why? All time.
Yeah, can you change the ship file? Maybe the ship in Afghanistan it will be the 0.
Okay, so it's a shape file,
Yeah.
but it's not. Oh, but why it's showing the about the 0? So just I check the problem. Just a minute. Just open in here. So and it's a global data set. We can get the globally all of those data set from here. Okay, so I simply open their random code editor. There is already available. Now I check about the data set. Okay, on the code. Okay, in this time we can get the result for the whole region. And what is your boundary? Your boundary is that Afghanistan.
Yes.
Okay, so basically in this time you can see for the Algeria, Libya, Sudan, Saudi Arabia, and Afghanistan. Okay, I also import your boundary shape file and then check about that. So mainly evapotranspiration, it's not available for that your drought region. Suppose in this time you can see in this time it's a Sahara desert. Okay, for the Sahara desert, basically there is the no mass vegetation. There is a no mass about the tree or vegetation, as well as also Saudi Arabia region. There are not much the vegetation or trees. So that's why evapotranspiration only we can find out which we find out the lot of vegetation or lot of trees. You can see the Amazon forest, as well as also you can see the tropical rainforest. That's why in this time you can see where I find out the drought region, such as it can be Sahara Desert or Saudi Arabia. Okay, so basically this type of as well also Sudan, Nigeria, this part you can see this part. Basically, this part is the highly drought region. Okay, mainly for the highly drought region, for that there is the no mass vegetation. Okay, and without vegetation or without trees is not possible to the evapotranspiration. So evapotranspiration is only basically it's a hydrological cycle, okay, or water cycle. So it's must need for those suppose as a region which have lot of trees or vegetation, then it will be work for that. So in this time, I can simply show your region. Suppose what is your region? Your region is this is your shapefile, Afghanistan. Okay, just I simply show the layer of your shapefile. Is it? I can simply show the result. Just simply copy from here and just display the shapefile boundary. So for that, I write the code in here. Suppose I just simply put here. Take a variable. Suppose ROI. In this variable, I start ee dot feature collection and put this shapefile ID. So now I display the layer about that map dot add layer ROI. So now click to the run. In this time, we can get the result for your boundary. So it's your boundary. Yeah, we can get this boundary in here. You can see. In this time, we can get the very little. You can see not mass. We can get the some little evapotranspiration result for this boundary. Okay. So in this time, just I simply clip with this shapefile. So for that, what can I do? Just I simply use a function, uh, clip function. Just use at the clip, and then clip with ROI. Okay. Just I simply copy it from here, and then paste here, and then click to the run. In this time we have to calculate the average evapotranspiration for the Afghanistan for a specific time period. For that, use at the mean function and then clip with the boundary. So now it will be work for that, and we can get the proper result. Okay, so now it visualize about that very low, not much high evapotranspiration, because this region is also considered as a drought region. Okay, not much vegetation.
Yes.
Okay, suppose I think this part you can see Iran and Afghanistan. Basically, this part is the totally desert. Okay, so that's why in this time there is the no value, no pixel value about the evapotranspiration, but we can get the some vegetation for this region. So that's why we can get this evapotranspiration result in here. And now from here we can easily select the specific time. Suppose you can see it also specific time. Basically it's showing the year of 2000. Suppose I put the time period year of 2010, 1st January from year of 2012. Suppose December, suppose 31. Okay, so this time period to check about the result. So now click to the run again. Okay. And in this time you can see for this time period year of 2010 to 12, for this time period there is no vegetation data set. Mainly there is the no evapotranspiration data set for this time period. Suppose I want to change the time period and put here suppose year of 2000, suppose 2020, 1st January from year of 2020 December 31. So now let's check about this time. What is the condition about the evapotranspiration? Also there is the no about that.
Yeah, generally we want to calculate like for 20 years. It will be like accessible for 20 years, maybe.
Suppose 28, suppose 2010 to 2020. Yeah. Check.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's showing that there is a no value, no raster value about that. Why? But when I put here the year of 2020 1st January from, so now it also available for that some data for year of 2020 or 2020, suppose December 31. Okay, in this time we also get the sum. Okay, in this time we also get the data for year of 2020. And now check about the 2001 is available or not. 2001, 1st January from 2001. Okay, in this time the data is also available for the 2021. Okay, now I check about the data set for 2020, 1st January from December 31. So now let's check about the data. Okay, in this time it's not available. So I think for this region of interest, we can get only for the data from year of 2021. Okay, I
One
can
and
see
2020.
in this time when I put the 2020, then there is the no data for this region of interest. But when I put here the year of 2021, the 1st January from 2021 December, then we can get the data. So I think for the region, we can get the data from year of 2021. Okay.
Yes.
For this region, basically it is a totally tropical. It's a totally arid region. Okay, or the desert region. So that's why this type
Yeah.
of condition they can get it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
please.
my sub-basins, like also this the red region near to Iran, this region, like this the black color, this sub-basins. Could we change this model, like we use the Lancet 8, Lancet 9? It will be
Yeah,
available in that,
yeah. So you want to use the
maybe.
evapotranspiration using the Lancet 8 imagery. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that maybe there will be available.
Yeah, for the Lancet 8, the ready-made dataset is not available. Okay, suppose Modis in this time provide you the net evapotranspiration dataset, ready-made dataset, 8-day global. But for the Lancet is not available. For that, we have to apply the algorithm. The
Yeah.
evapotranspiration dataset,
For,
you can check about that. You can see for the evapotranspiration dataset, we can get the coupled evapotranspiration and gross primary productivity. So it is another dataset. Okay, as well as we can get the dataset. So actual evapotranspiration. So this is another
this one we
dataset.
need, yeah, actual.
So in this time, I simply check the dataset and then check. It's another dataset. Yeah, you can see, and it's a for actual evapotranspiration interception dataset. Dataset provided is the FAU-UN. Okay, and very you can see this dataset is the very high resolution, 248.2 2 meters only. Okay, so but it's the actual evapotranspiration. But for this dataset
Yeah.
is available or not for your region is check. Okay, so here. Okay, so now I simply open the dataset and check your region. Is it okay or not? As well as we can a lot of dataset. You can see also the another dataset about that coupled liver. So just I also open the dataset and check the result. 2002 2020, we can get the dataset for that, and it's provide the dataset for soil evaporation. Okay, soil evaporation, vegetation
Evaporation.
transpiration, gross primary productivity. It loaded. For that, I check the data. What is the condition for the full? Okay, so in this time, yeah, this data set is only available for this region. Okay, you can see only available for this region. It's covered the Africa, Saudi Arabia, and then also covered this region, and not full the Afghanistan. Only some part covered. Okay, this data set is only covered the full this only for this region. Okay, so for this in this time this data set is only possible when you want to work for the Saudi Arabia region, or this mark region, then it will be work. But in this time, we can see this there is no pixel value about this data set, so we did not use the data set. Okay, so try to check the another data set. So this data set we check for that. Just open the data set. On this code. It is the gross primary production, GPP. As well as it also another band about that. Okay, to be showing the result, you can see. Showing the result for the Gulu Valley, there is no problem. And also covered the Afghanistan region also. And this data set mainly you can see the GPP. It is the gross primary product. Okay, EC, vegetation transpiration, soil evaporation. Okay, so in this time, who is you want to need? Suppose you need the soil evaporation. Just simply copy and then just paste this band name in here. And then in this time, we can get the result for soil evaporation. And basically modis for this region, we can get the modis from after 2021. Okay, from that we can get all of those data set. Now, okay, so in this time it's showing about the soil evapotranspiration. Okay, and it's also available for the whole region. So in this time, suppose this data I want to apply for your shapefile. So for that, I simply import your boundary shapefile. I simply copy the same code from here. Simply copy. And then suppose paste in here and give a variable name. Simply copy the variable name RY and then use at the mean it clip with boundary shapefile. So in this time, I can get the result only for that our specific boundary shapefile. Okay, it loaded. Okay, we can get this result. You can see this type of result you can get. And this data set we can easily use for any region, any time period. Okay,
Yeah,
and it's the
yeah,
soil evaporation.
yeah. Understand. But here, like,
Okay,
it's right side the inspector, not yeah. For downloading our data, it gives us the specific amount of data
yeah, it provides the specific metadata, and you can easily download the data as the raster format.
as a raster. Yeah.
Raster format, and we'll also get the check the value about that data. You can see. Okay, so in this time it's showing all of those bands. Suppose what is the GPP, what is ECC, it's showing all of those things because in this time in this data set I did not select any specific band. Okay, suppose I use at the dot select select and select only for that ES. Okay, just select that. So in this time I can get the result only for the ES. Okay, or soil evaporation. So click on here. So it will now loaded only for the single band result in our inspector tab. You can see only for the ES. Okay, it's default showing this type of color. There is no problem. We can easily change the color. Suppose just simply click on here and then stress it such as 98%. And now it provides the mean and maximum and minimum pixel value for this map. Okay, what is the maximum and minimum soil evaporation? We can get the value. So just simply copy the mean and paste here this mean result, and suppose copy the max result and paste here the max result. So this is the mean and max value for the soil evaporation. Just click to the run. So in this time we can get the proper visualization map of soil evaporation. You can see it's loaded. Okay, loaded. So basically this red color identify about that very low value about the soil evaporation, a very low value, because there is not much of tree or vegetation. Okay, so in this time we are also try to use this data set for the coupled evapotranspiration and gross primary production. This data set is okay, but this data set is only okay for that, not only for your whole region, just need for the this Africa continent, Saudi Arabia, and some part of Afghanistan, not full region it's covered, this data set. Okay, we check the another
Yeah,
data
thank you.
sets. Yeah,
I will try for all those
yeah,
data sets. I will
yeah,
try, yeah.
yeah.
And
Also you can see
yeah,
the
for
actual
for only
evapotranspiration. Okay, Moody's global
yeah.
best elevation. So this data set is only available for that. So you can simply search and you can get a lot of data set for that. So you also try to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
I will try. Thank you.
Yeah.
I will try, but for saving your time, only like the Moody's work for 22 or 21 years. Yeah.
Yes.
After this, could you show me the result? Like after the what can I do
Suppose
for
this,
22?
so this result you can get, suppose this is the map about the soil evapotranspiration. Okay, soil evapotranspiration I can get in here. So now just you can simply export this map. Okay.
Uh, could
So for exporting, just write the code. Suppose export
you,
image to drive. Because for your presentation, you have to create the map using ArcMap software. After downloading the raster image or TIFF format image, you can simply open your ArcMap or QGIS software or ArcMap software. Then make the map in here. So just I showed you how you can easily do that. Just simply make a dictionary in here, curly bracket start, and also curly bracket in, and then simply image. What is the image? Image is mainly just simply copy this data set, mean clip with RY. Simply copy these things from here and paste. It's your image. And description, it can be anything. So I simply put the name. Suppose it is that soil. I put this name. Suppose soil evaporation. You can put any name. Folder. Suppose I put the folder name is the GE. File name to simply it's not need. Region is a boundary shape file. Boundary shape file name is that ROI. What is the scale about the data set? You can check the scale. Suppose you can see scale is the 500 meter. Okay, for the scale. Just put here the
yeah.
scale is that 500 meter. Then simply remove all of those things not need. So then just click to the run. Click to the run. You can see our task tab will be running. Okay, in this time our task tab will be running. From here you can download the TIFF image. Just click on here task tab. So I leave a potential. Click on the rust. Click the run and also run that. Okay. So after downloading the TIFF images, then we can further for mapping process we can do using ArcMap software. Okay. I think you can
Also,
do it easily after downloading a raster image. You can easily make the map in ArcMap software because I already show you the process for how we can easily create the map.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And how about the like Excel files? We cannot access the Excel files for
Excel
this?
file means the time series.
Yeah.
Time series chart.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We can also create the time series chart about that. So basically in this time, you can see this time period is that this time period, what is the time period? Okay. What is the time period about? They can see. In this time, there is no specific time period about that. Suppose in this time, it's showing the full data set. It's showing the full data set from year of 2000 to 2020, full data set. Suppose you want to make the time series chart from year of 2000 to 2020. Basically in this time, this map show the result for year of 2000 to 2020, all of this mean pixel value, average pixel value. Okay, so in this time you want to make the time series chart. So how we can create the time series chart? For just use here the UI dot chart dot image dot freeze. Okay, then put all of those things one by. Suppose image collection. Image collection is that it's your image collection. Okay, so in this time we can get the full 2000 to 2020, all of those time series we can generate. Just simply copy and then paste here. Then your region is your shapefile variable name, ROI. Then reducer, just put a reducer is that EE dot, I want to calculate the average pixel value, EE dot reducer dot mean. What is the scale about that? Your 500 meter. So just put at the scale value. Okay, just put at the scale 500 meter. And X property, simply put at the X property is that system time start. Okay, system time start. After that, simply print that. So just I use at the print function. So use at the print and then click the run. So in this time you can see it generate the time series chart for the total 2000 to 2020. Total 20 years time series chart. It generate.
Yes, yes.
It generating the chart. And from that we can easily get the Excel file about the data set and represent our work and show the when it will be high, when it will be low. All of those things we can easily get from the time series chart.
Yes. Thank you. The last question, as you searched this movies or land search in which menu? For evapotranspiration, you searched more land search, yeah?
Lancer is possible, but for the Lancer we have to make an algorithm. Okay, for evapotranspiration we have to generate the another algorithm. It's not a ready-made data set like that. Okay, so in this time here I use all of those ready-made data set. Suppose it is a one kind of ready-made data set, it is a one kind of ready-made data set. Okay, so it's a totally ready-made data set. But when we apply the Landsat image, then we have to use the another algorithm and make the code and then get the result for the evapotranspiration.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay.
Okay, so I also send you
Okay.
this code link. You also try to run the code and check the result.
Thank you.
What that you can get, then let me know. Okay. So and also
Thank you.
download the tip images, and from this tip images we can easily make the map using the ArcMap software. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate your helpness, and
Okay. Thank you.
I will try. I will try. Inshallah, I will
Okay. Inshallah.
get
Okay.
the results. And thank you so much
Okay. Thank you.
for
Okay. Have a
giving me
good
the
day.
time.
Okay. Bye. Okay. Okay. Allah Hafiz. Okay. Bye.